Hey, what's up everybody? Today is Friday and we got a little bit of coolish weather that came in a few days ago. So whenever that happens, it gets me wanting to go camping. And so I am a last minute person. Fortunately, Dan doesn't mind that. I married the right guy. But anyway, so yesterday I'm enjoying the nice weather we're having and I decided, hey, let's look for a camping spot that we haven't been to. And I figured everything would be booked up. And so we're actually going to a place that we've never been to before in Florida. In my 27 years of living here, I've never been to Ocala National Forest. And so we are going to head up there today, leaving here in a little bit. It's just after 1 right now, so hoping to get there. It's about a 3-hour trip from us, north. And the temperatures are a little bit cooler up that way, so we'll have high 70s during the day and 50s at night. So that's doable for camping. Not too bad. I wish it was cooler, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So we're going to take advantage of it while we have it. We are going to take the camper, of course. We got a site that does have electric, no water hookup, so that's going to be a first for us using our freshwater tanks. There is water spigots throughout the park that we can fill up if we need more water. But it's a good time to test to see how long our reserve will hold up. This is a National Forest campground we're going to, so I will show you the park when we get there. Of course, I will do a campground tour, got to do that. And we're just going to explore. We're going to do some forest roads out there. Fishing, of course, we're bringing our kayaks. I'll show you that. We just loaded up everything. So bass fishing, crappie fishing, maybe catfish. We got to cook some fish while we're camping, and just exploring the National Forest, the Ocala National Forest. So yeah, I've lived here, like I said, 27 years, never been up there. I've been watching some YouTube videos people have done just to get a little bit of feel for what we can expect and anticipate, and get an idea of what I want to plan to do while we're out there. So tag along with us. We are about to hit the road in about half hour or less. Get up there while we still have daylight, set up camp, chop up firewood, relax for the evening before we hit the adventures tomorrow. So stay tuned. Bag here. The essentials for camping. Hello everybody, so we are loading up the camper, heading out for the weekend. Got my stuff going, my outdoor boots. Camper's all loaded, ready to go. Lock her up. We got the kayaks. Of course, you can't go camping without fishing. When it gets cool later tonight. And we are set to go. We are loaded up and hitting the road. Let's have some fun. Hey, what's up guys? So we made it to the park last night. We got here like half hour, 45 minutes before dark, and there was a mix-up with campsites. I had booked a specific campsite number, and when we pulled into the campsite, there were people on it fully set up in tents, like they had been there for days. It wasn't like they just pulled in and tried to quickly set up and take the site. I'd reserved it on recreation.gov, so I had my receipt, and so we just drove through the whole loop and went to the campground host and addressed the situation. And they told us that they didn't have a clue what was going on. They actually are like brand new hosts at this campground. Found out a lot of information actually about this campground. I don't know if I've ever told you the name of it, but I'm going to do a tour of it later. It's called Fore Lake Campground in the Ocala National Forest. But apparently now this makes a lot of sense, because when I went to book our site, there were like so many sites available, which was odd for a weekend, for a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to have so many sites available. Well, when we got here and speaking with the host, we found out that this park just had opened on recreation.gov and just had opened itself for camping the day after I booked it Friday, the day we got here. So that's why everything's open and there's kind of chaos. The park is empty. I think there's only like 4 or 5 of us camping here besides the camp host. So it's super quiet. You can tell this place has not been used in a while, and you'll see that as I do the campground tour, walk around. There's, a lot of brush that needs to be cut back. It was really hard getting our rig in here, and Dan is really good with backing in a trailer, and it was tight. So they need to do a lot of like weed whacking, bushwhacking to make it so people can get their rigs in here. And we don't have a big rig by any means. And you can just tell it hasn't been used. And so she even said that. She said that this place was like shut down for over a year because they had no campground host to take care of it. And I don't know all the politics. But anyway, so after we got the campground host and explained someone was on our site, they said, well, let's go look. And then we walked down there, and the people that were there explained their side of the story. They were super nice. They're working in the area. And so the camp host told us that I could tell them to leave and we take the site we paid for, or we could pick another one. The problem with that is this campground only has like 5 sites that have electric on it, and I paid for electric, and we didn't bring a generator, so I needed electric, and it's a 3-4 hour drive for us. I couldn't just run back out and get it. Fortunately, there was one site left, 20. This is the one we're on, that had electric, and nobody was on it, and they said that we could just switch to this one, which actually is a little bit nicer. Dan likes it better, and I like it better. It's a little more wooded and secluded, and you can see, like, it's really cool, all the oak trees around, especially on our site, and I'll show you the back of it. But very wooded campground with tons of oak trees, and the usual, pine scrubs and pine trees, but more oaks than pine, really. And so they have at the road these trash bins. So this is right by our site, so that's convenient. And each site has these bear boxes, bear lockers. So you could put, if you were tent camping and you needed a place to put your food, you put it in that, because there are black bears in the Ocala National Forest. And there's water. I mean, every few steps, actually. There's one right here by this site, which is right next to our site, and then there's water right here also. So you're never far from water. There's no hookup for water, so you got to fill if you have a camper or rig, you got to fill your water tanks up, and you can do that at the dump station, or if you had a long enough hose, you can hook it up here, or figure out however you want to do it. But yeah, so doing a tour today or tomorrow, whenever I do it, be easy because there's nobody here. And the guy that's next to us, he's in a tent. I don't know if you can see him through the trees right there. He's in a tent. He's kind of pissed at the condition of the place and how everything's being run, so he's leaving today, he said. So we won't have a neighbor. And Dan's cooking breakfast. We woke up at 7 so we could get our day going and get kayaking on a river. But yeah, so that's the story. That's the scoop. That was our day checking in yesterday. Not the smoothest transaction of checking in on your campsite. And then to top it all off, it started raining. Not like super heavy. We haven't had rain here in Florida for like over a month or 2. And of course, the day we check in, it starts raining, but it doesn't matter. We had the camper, so we just backed it in real quick, put the awning out, and it only took us 15 minutes to get set up. And we just stayed in the camper, cooked our food inside. There was no point in sitting by a fire because it was raining, and that's not fun. So we'll have a fire tonight, though. That was the only rain that should be coming through. Temperature is supposed to be high of 78 today, low 50. Tomorrow, low 48, I think it said. Real low humidity, so it's really nice out, and we're looking forward to doing some kayaking and fishing today. Hopefully catch some fish to cook up. We're not going to do a catch and cook because he forgot to bring the cooking stuff to do that out while we're on the kayaks, so we just have to bring it back to camp and do that. But yeah, so and I forgot conditioner, so if I look a little ratty, it's because I forgot conditioner. So anyway, you don't care about that. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so today we are going to do a tour of one of the campgrounds in the Ocala National Forest, and this one is that we're staying at. I'm going to show you a tour of it. Is called Fore Lake Recreation Area. So you can come in for day use and fish or have a picnic, or you can camp. There's a gate, and this gate is only open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you're camping here, they give you a code so you can come and go if you need to. But otherwise, that's the hours. Right when you first come in to the right, there's a dirt road. Takes you down to the fishing dock area, and there's open parking. And so that says it right there. So we just pulled in right when you first come into the park. There's a dirt road right on your right that says fishing area. So when you come down, there's just this big wide open parking area right here, and boom, there's a fishing dock. So we're gonna check it out.
Did you pay your day use fee?
Did you? Could put our kayaks in here. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
water.
tiny, but...
Water's clear. I don't see any fish.
So what's the purpose of this?
I don't know.
Why does that go out like that? There's two of them. Odd. Really shallow right here. I don't know if you can see that. Looking right at the bottom.
Oh, that's a nice jump-up board they put in there. Stubbed my toe on it.
But yeah, right on the other side, when you loop around, start looping around into the campground, you see there's a beach area with restroom and whatnot. And our campsite's back around that, down into the woods. So you don't really hear the traffic like you do right here. But we may put the kayaks in here, try fishing it. As you continue past that dirt road for fishing, you'll see this office that is not in use. Doesn't appear to be, at least. There's nobody here to check in. It says to pay fees at the self-service station, but the campground host told me they did away with that. And now it's on recreation.gov where you book the sites and pay for it. And the campground hosts, there's two of them, are to your left right there, right as you come in. So you'll see this. It's $20 a night to camp, but if you want electricity, it's an extra like $10 a night. And there's only a couple sites that have electricity. And there's some information. Oh, it says right here, starting October 1st, cash operations will be phasing out, and you need to pay by scanning the QR code or going to recreation.gov. So there you go. And this is a one-way road, so when you come in, note that right now, as of November, what is today, 4th, 5th? The roads are in poor shape. Lots of big potholes. But you continue straight the one way this way. And the first thing you'll see on your right is the swimming picnic area with restrooms. There's like a beach area. And there's lots of parking and picnic tables. There's in the middle here, we saw a bunch of picnic tables, which I wouldn't want to picnic there because the dump station is right here. So keep that right there. Sorry, I'm pointing over it. There's the dump station. So we'll show you this area in here. But definitely have lots of picnic tables and water spigots throughout. I wonder why that says restricted area boundary. Right, as you can see, there's all this parking and trash bins, bare trash bins. There's a pothole right there. And right there. This park just opened back up for camping, so it's not in really good shape, but not bad enough that I wanted to leave. So there's a really big pothole right there. The lake is more like a large pond size to me, but they classify it as a lake, so I guess that's what it is. I wonder how many acres a body of water has to be considered a lake as opposed to a pond. So here's the bathhouse or whatever restroom. I don't know if they're open. There's no men and women. It just says changing room. I'll see if they're open. They look kind of gnarly. No, it's locked. Not surprised, to be honest. Ew, I don't even want to. Yeah, that's locked. So I don't know what those look like. But I'll come down to the beach area and show you that before I take you to the first campground. Well, here's, okay, that's a changing room. This says men and women. This looks like they're open. Yep, this is open. So this is just looks like a 2-stall bathroom with 1 sink. This is right by the picnic area when you first come in. So there's 2 bathrooms. No showers. That could have been in the changing room, but those were locked. So if you need restrooms, those are just wide open.
Under 20 acres is a pond.
Okay. So it must be more. I think it said this one was like 100 and, or close to 100, give or take, acre lake. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. 40 some. It was 40 some. Anyway, I should have put the microphone on. This is going to be horrible. This is supposedly a swimming area, if you don't mind swimming with alligators. And there's a large pavilion back through the woods right there if you had a big party with grills. But there's a lot of picnic tables. This person left some wood for you. And you're not allowed to fish here. So this is for swimming only. But let's see if I can show you from here, from the beach. That first dirt road on the right that took you to the fishing dock is just around the corner to our right. I don't know if you can see it from here. It's down that way. You can't see it from here, but right around that bend is the fishing dock. So as you can see, it's not that big of a lake. But the water is like crystal clear. And sand, so nice. Okay, we're gonna head up and show you the campsites. Okay, so when you come out of the picnic area, you'll join back up with the main road, and as you can see, the sign says camping to your right, or you can picnic right there, or where we were. So we'll show you the campsites in order. And go this way. Speed limit 10 miles an hour, one-way road. May have to pull over because the truck is trying to decide which way to go. But this is that picnic area I was pointing at from a distance. You can see it more closely right from the road when you're coming into the campsites. So looks like they have a bunch of picnic tables and a large grill thing and a bear box. Okay, so as soon as you get to the beginning of that road where you see the group picnic shelter on your right is site 1 on your left. So this is site 1. You could fit a big rig in here. It goes back deep enough, but this is not electric.
Hard to back it in when you drive this way.
Yeah, and you might want to take that in consideration because this is one way. You're going this way. And so if you go forward, how are you going to back in your trailer when it's kind of on an angle that direction? So you might have to disregard the rules and at that intersection right there, turn around and back your camper up into here. That's the only thing I would say. If you had a big rig like ours, you could not go straight and then crank it and fit it in there. So figure I'd let you know what the sites are like. Again, there's no electric and there's no water hookups throughout the park. There are water spigots, and at the dump station is a hose you can fill your tank up with. And not far from one are dumpsters on the right. So this is site 2. You can see it right from the road as you're coming down. So if you do not like privacy, this is the site for you. And it's very short. You do have the water spigot right here, surrounded by stumps. But everything's kind of smushed together in this one. The fire pit's like right there, and the grill. So that's site 2. This is site 3. It's kind of wide open. You're looking in from the road. It does have a water spigot right there, right basically on your site, but not a lot of privacy, as you can see from the road. But it does look like a pull through. You pull through right there, and then here's the exit for that site that I'm walking by right now. Okay, this is site 4 on my left. 4, very short. Yeah, not very big and open. 5 is on my right. 5 is big, width-wise. You couldn't pull a camper in there because there's a stump right there.
Like the entrance anyways.
But yeah, so this is 5 where the car's parked, and it kind of loops through. As you can see, they pulled through and looped around back to the road. And just past 5 again are some dumpsters on the right, and here's water, which they say everyone has a sign that says no washing allowed. And they space them out like pretty much on top of each other. So this is 6 as you're coming down the road on my right. 6 is very tiny. There's a trail behind it that goes somewhere. I don't know if it goes to the lake or what. That's 6. This is 7 on my left with the tent. And this is 8 across from 7. Eight, you can't see the one to the right, and there's nobody to your left. But it is across from 7, where the campers are, right there. 9 is on your left. 9 is tiny. You could put a camper there, but you wouldn't have really room for your vehicle. Water right there, and dumpsters. This is 10 is on my left. 11 is over here, so I'll show you 10. 10 has pretty oak tree canopy over it, but it is short. This is 11. Alrighty. And as you can see, water, water across from water. This is site 12. 12 goes back a little bit further, so you could easily put a big camper in here and have room to park your vehicle. And that's 12. Across from 12 is 13 right here, which is a straight shoot back. And then looks like your stuff's on the right of the site.
That's not a campsite.
It's not?
You gave it a number. Do you see a number?
But it's a campsite. Oh, it's right here. It's on the ground. It fell over. I was gonna say. See, I was right. So that's 13.
Looks like a parking space for a second there.
So yeah,
I
this
thought I was seeing to the right, I was seeing the other campsite.
this is 13 right here. The sign had just fallen and they didn't pick it up. And the white camper van will be in 14. This is 14. And then on my left, right after 14 is 15. 15 is very short. But there's like this cutout area on the right here. It looks like you could put a tent. You can fit a...
People didn't like it that you couldn't wash dishes here, so that's not...
Yeah, I saw. So 15. 16 is on the right here. It's roped off, so I'm guessing you cannot book it. But I can show you it nonetheless, because I'm sure eventually it'll open up. 16, as you can see, it hasn't been used in a while. It's pretty grown over. I don't even see a fire ring. Oh, there it is. So 16 is the beginning of electric sites. So 16 is the first one as you're coming down that has an electric box. But if you have a camper, look how close these trees are, so you want to make sure that you can get in height wise too. If you had a big fifth wheel, you'd hit that. So maybe they're planning on chopping that tree down. I don't know. We'll see. That's 16. When you pass 16, there's a road on your left. And the other sites past 25 are down there. So we'll show you those as we get to those numbers. And then right there is the bathroom, men and women bathroom. And we'll go ahead and show you the bathroom. Here is site 17, right across from the bathrooms. That's site 17. So you're kind of looking at the bathroom if you're in 17. So I'll show you the bathroom if I can. The weird thing about these bathrooms are they put codes on the doors, like lockbox code things, and you get the code if you're camping here. Otherwise they're locked. But Dan tried to use it this morning and the code they gave us did not work. So here's the men's. As you can see, this is the code system right here. Call for code. So, let's see if it works.
Nope, they never fixed it still.
When we can get in all. So here's a dish washing, which this I must say is nice because they actually put it in a room with a counter. So if you need to wash dishes, they actually have a sink here and a counter, little shelf in here. So I will go ahead and show you in the women's bathroom. It's very long and surprisingly not as bad as you might think, considering the park's been closed for a while and kind of in somewhat disrepair, I'd have to say. 2 sinks, 1, 2, 3 stalls, and let's show you what the shower looks like. I'm trying to move it up here. So the 2 non-handicap showers, I'm gonna have to really brighten this up. There's a little area with a hook and a wall and your showers in there. The handicap one, obviously way bigger. Looks like that. And there's a bench behind the door. Not as bad as I thought they'd be. There's the push button against the wall and the shower head. Kind of an odd place for the button, but yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. Okay, so once you pass the bathroom, you are looking at site 18. So this was 17. Here's the bathroom, and here's 18. 18 kind of goes back in. There is electric on 18. 17 had electric. So 16, 17, 18 all have electric. This one's a nice long one that goes back in. But it looks like you're looking at a trail of power lines.
Power line trail, and you can see the road down there.
Yeah.
Just drove by a minute ago.
So keep that in mind with 18. You can see that clear cut down through the trees right there. But maybe you like that. So, yeah, there could be deer. And you can't see the site next to you. So this should be site 19 on my left. 19 has like a big field behind it. But it does have an electric box. And it backs kind of right up to the bathhouse through the trees right there is the bathhouse. So that's 19. Alright, so across kind of kitty corner across the street from 19 is site 20. That's the one we're on. Which if you want to watch my other video, I kind of show you it more in depth. But we were able to fit our 23-foot Jayco in truck in the site. It was hard backing it in with this tight space here because you have a water spigot thing right out front, so you can only go right up to it to back in. It was difficult, but our site is nice. It goes back quite a ways. So that's 20, and 20 has electric, and I believe that's the last site that has electric is 20. So 16 through 20 have electric. 21 is on the left right here, and so you park here, but this is your view, is the bathhouse and the other site right next to you. So that's 21. And the campfire's back there. And you could put a tent back there. And I guess you park right here with the across from 21 is 22. Parking area, water, whatnot. 22. And a really big pothole just after 22 on the right.
They just told you they're going to fix the road.
Yeah, but they said like in the next 6 months, but you know that'll probably be like a year, if that. So next 23's on your right. That's 20. 23's a good size, goes back, has the tree in the middle, says it's reserved, and you could park right there up against that. So that's 23, and 24 is on the left, and that is across from, so that's 24, and this is 25. 25, you are looking at the campground host in the back of your site. 25 is the last one on this road before you get to the campground hosts and the dump station straight ahead. And this isn't campsites, this is just picnic tables. So after 25, you'll see a road here that says closed restricted area. That's just where the campground hosts are. So if you need them, there's 2 of them. And they were really nice. The ones in the big driving RV were really nice and friendly and helped us out when we had a little mix-up with reservations. And this is the dump station, nothing fancy, where you dump the dump and you can get clean water right there. All right, we'll show you 26 through the rest of the sites. Okay, so now 26, the 26th site starts off this fork. So this was the main road coming in where we started with site 1 down there. This road that goes to the left, which there's no sign, so you may not notice this till you drive around the park a couple times, but you turn left here, and this is where it picks back up. So this is site, the sign's kind of laying down on the ground, but this is site
26 and 27 run together.
Yeah, so 26, I'm looking at it with the fat squirrel, and you're looking right at 27, so they're kind of like a joined site, I would call it. This is 26. Does that one?
28.
Oh, okay. We're wrong. Okay. This is site 26. The site that connects with it is 28. So 26, 28. This is 27. The signs fell down or is missing. Oh no, I see it now. It's hidden. 27 with the car. Hey, they heard you and they picked up their plate. So this is 28 again, which, like I said, buddies up right with that 26. So this says campground hosts, but the hosts don't camp here. They're at that place I just showed you by the dump station, so I don't know if this has a number and you can ever reserve it. But it says campground hosts and I don't see a number anywhere. Maybe on the cone here. No, it just says restricted area on the cone. So I don't know about that one. But across from that is site 29. Right here. And I believe this is the last site. I think it only has 30 sites. And this is the last one on the right with the camper and the blue truck. Is site 30. Yeah. And so here's the bathhouse, which we showed you earlier. And right across from it is 30. Yeah, 30. So if you like to be real close to the bathroom, that's a good one. It has a lot of privacy, I'd say. But boom, you're right there. And you get to the stop sign and you're back on the main outer loop road. And you're looking at site 17. So that's the end of the tour. Hope this helps you if you're considering booking a site here. This, like I said, this is the beginning of November. They just reopened the park. As you can see, it needs work. So maybe it'll improve in the next couple months and get better. But peace out for now. So I was showing you that the bear-proof food locker, there's one on every single site. And you just stick your hand in there, push in and the latch on the inside and pull and it opens up. I'm not going to open it up because I don't know when the last time it was opened up and I don't want to find any bugs or critters. And each site has a grill, charcoal grill thing, picnic table on a cement pad and a fire ring right there. But as you can see, like we ate inside last night, so I haven't even swept off this, but you can tell this has not been used. Especially evidence is by the fire ring there, because all the grass grew right up to the fire ring. And if someone's camping here often, you're not going to have grass around the fire ring. So, I mean, but it's nice. The only problem is you can't see the tent. There's like a walkway right through to his site right there. So that kind of sucks, but he's leaving today, so we shouldn't have anybody there. But like, yeah, if we're sitting at the campfire, we'll want to point that direction, not be looking if somebody were to pull in there. Well, hopefully nobody does, and we have the whole space to ourselves. But it's all forest behind. Nobody, you can't see the people to your left at all. The only issue with the site is sitting at the campfire, you're looking at whoever's sitting right there, or set up right there. But, you know, this is our... And they have these posts in the ground, so you can only back your camper up to the post. But it's plenty of space. We have a 23-foot camper. And as you can see, we brought it right back up to the post right there, and we could still fit our truck in front of it. But if you had a bigger rig than that, you'd have to move your vehicle to the side. So this is our first time here. Alrighty, I'm going to go eat some breakfast. It's ready. Scrambled eggs and hash browns. So behind our campsite, to the right, Dan made a curtain of palm fronds right there in the middle to hide the view of the campsite next to us. So if somebody books it today or tomorrow, and they're sitting there and they set up, they can't see us. Very inconspicuous.
Looks so natural.
Yeah. See? Nice. So we're going to start a fire soon. Got it prepped and ready.
tell you how to settle down when you're stranded in the clouds.